Alright, let's get through this quickly. First off, I am not a lawyer or CPA, and this is not tax advice. I'm not saying whether I agree with this stance or not. I'm simply explaining what the arguments are. You will need to do your own homework before you arrive at a conclusion. I'll go through this as though this is my first time analyzing the code. Let's assume I'm a barber, living and working in the United States. Let's go through the process of trying to determine if I should be paying the federal income tax for my income earned as a barber. First thing I might say is, well, of course it's taxed. All income is taxed. Well, not exactly. Some sources of income are specifically not taxed. Here's an example of a situation where life insurance proceeds are not taxable. So really what we want is for the code to explicitly state which sources of income are taxable. Let's take a moment to define our terms and then we'll dig in. Definitions are important to make sure we understand what the code is telling us. Let's see how we define taxable income. Here it is. Taxable income means gross income minus deductions. Okay, well, what's gross income then? Gross income is all income from whatever source derived, including the following items. And look at that, compensation for services is the first thing on the list. It used the phrase whatever source derived, so maybe source is a key word that means something specific. Let's see if we can find anything about income sources. Oh, look at this. Income from sources within the United States. It is indeed a key word. And here's our income source in the list of sources. It looks like we're at a dead end. Hold on a minute. Let's take a look at the regulations to see if there are any details that we're missing. The regulations are parallel to the statutes, but they contain more detail. By the way, I'm showing you to where I'm browsing to, so you can see that I'm not making any of this up. Section 861 in the statutes points out that compensation for labor is taxable. So, let's take a look at Section 861 in the regulations to see what it has to say. Here it is, Section 861-1, Income from Sources Within the United States. Part 1, Subchapter N, Chapter 1 of the Code and the regulations thereunder determine the sources of income for purposes of the income tax. It seems as though we're at the right place to determine if our source of income is taxable. We can use these sections to determine our gross income or these sections to determine our taxable income. That's what we're trying to figure out, is if our income source counts as taxable income. So we need to see 861-8 and 863-1. 863-1 refers to allocation of gross income. Since we're only interested in taxable income, that does not apply to us. 861-8 is exactly what we're looking for. Here it is, 861-8. Computation of taxable income from sources within the United States and from other sources and activities. The rules contained in this section apply in determining taxable income of the taxpayer from specific sources and activities under other sections of the code, referred to in this section as operative sections. See paragraph F1. So in other words, the list of sources of taxable income are called operative sections, and we need to go to F1 to see what they are. Awesome, so there is indeed a list of sources in the code. Let's see if we can find them. Here they are, operative sections. The operative sections of the code which require the determination of taxable income of the taxpayer. Okay, so here is our list of taxable income sources. Let's see what they are. Foreign tax credit, no. Domestic international sales corporations or foreign sales corporations, nope to either one. Non-resident aliens in foreign corporations, no. Foreign-based company income, nope. And lastly, this one must apply to us, other operative sections. Let's see, foreign source items, foreign mineral income, foreign oil and gas extraction income. Wait a minute, this is all about foreign trade. So that's a basic rundown on the 861 argument that argues that the income of the average American is not applicable for the federal income tax. Feel free to check out the links below for more information.